that fall into addiction to drugs. Prostitution, dealing drugs, was a huge part of my life for over 14 years. There are many kids on the street that, because of this happening to them, they don't have a home, their parents don't want them anymore, and they just don't care. So today I just want to talk to you about why these teens are on the streets, why they're using drugs, and there are ways out, so I want to share those with you as well. This is Ty. He lives on the streets of Portland today. He's been there for 2 years. His mom's boyfriend now is abusive, so he doesn't live with them. His mom wants nothing to do with him. This is JD. I took this picture outside of my work. This is what his sign says. He's been out on the streets for 2 years as well. This is part of his story. Alright, so what's your name?
JD West.
Where are you from?
Austin, Texas.
Why are you out here on the streets of Portland?
I got caught smoking weed and my mom kicked me out when I was 16 and I had to drop out of high school and get my GED and I worked at Subway and lost my job there and I decided to go traveling here because I heard about the resources in Portland.
So, are you out here, I know you had said before that you came out here to get off drugs, but are you on drugs?
Yes, currently.
Yeah, I know for me I've struggled with that as well, and I just know a lot of...
It's
yeah.
really prevalent here. I mean, they have a lot of resources like Cooper and stuff like that, but it's really hard because most of the places they detox you and then they just kick you back out on the streets, or the locations of like I know Cooper will put you up in the 8x8, which is a residential living place for drug addicts to get out of there, but it's located in Chinatown where
Right.
drugs are like heavily used.
Do you enjoy being out here?
No.
I didn't think so. Well, thanks, JD. So that's his story. He's not happy being where he's at, but because he doesn't have a home to go to, he's stuck. And because of drugs, it makes being out there tolerable. I know for me, when I was addicted to drugs, making the decision to sell my body for money and to become a drug dealer was not something that I would have chosen sober. This is Kelly, Bo, and Sam. I see them regularly on the streets of Portland. Sam and Kelly have a daughter together, and for a while, their daughter was living with them on the streets. Beautiful little girl. But because they're on drugs, they love the drugs more, and they're still stuck. They don't know what to do. When you're high, it's easy to say, like, I don't have to do this anymore. I could totally get sober. But once you're off the drugs, that's all you want. That's all you crave. It was really cool getting to know them and just being able to encourage them. Although they're still living on the street, I know there has to be hope for them somewhere, So, according to the Homeless Resource Center, there are approximately 1.7 million homeless teens. Compare that to how many people are actually in the United States. And over 1,000 of those youth are on the streets of Portland. You may not see them, but they're spread out all over the place. Kids on the street have been thrown out, neglected. It's even reported that the parents kick them out and they don't care that they are leaving. They just don't care. They want nothing to do with them. And that's just really heartbreaking. So a lot of these teens just don't have a choice. According to the U.S. Interagency Council on Homelessness, 75% of the homeless youth turn to substances to self-medicate. They don't know how to deal with emotions. Their parents weren't there to teach them. Their only way out is to numb their pain, and that's by using drugs. And those drugs are what drive them to stay where they're at. Also, a lot of teens, they look to sex to get what they need. A place to sleep, food, shelter, something, anything. not only am I familiar with some of these programs, these are some of the programs that there are to get off the street here in Portland. So Yellow Brick Road is really awesome. Pear is my favorite. So they take teens in that have an artistic ability, and they try to get them off the streets by doing what they love through their artistic abilities and what they love to do. And so that's one of my favorites. Portland Rescue Mission is really well known. They're downtown, they feed, they shelter you if there's room. Sometimes there's no room, so they're left to live on the street. The place that I went here in Portland was Northwest Bible Training Center. It's in North Portland. I was there for 8 months, and then I actually stayed an extra 11 months to help people the way that I was helped. And it changed my life forever. I've been sober for 3 years, and so there are some programs that work, but like JD was saying, he went to Hooper Detox, and sometimes they don't have resources that will take you, or they don't know what to do next after being sober. So this was Sam in the beginning. This was him before he was homeless. Because of PTSD, his brain wasn't right, and he turned to drugs to numb whatever he went through when he was in war. This is him, and this is what he does now. So in conclusion, I want to share from the Portland Mercury newspaper. There's a really interesting article called "The Truth About Hobo Teens," and I encourage you guys to check it out. If you guys know anyone or have been or have had experience with addiction or anything, feel free to come to me and ask me questions. If you want to know more about these programs for you or somebody else, I'm here. And just remember, everyone has a story that you know nothing about.